Hi, this is Michael Rodriguez, owner of the Orlando Renegades, and your host for the Week 9 review. You're probably wondering, where am I doing? Why am I outside? Well, I'm here at Spec Martin Stadium in DeLand, Florida. You're wondering, why there? Two reasons. One, it's where I live. And two, it's a little bit of USFL history about Spec Martin. On February 2nd, 1985, Spec Martin hosted the first ever game of the Orlando Renegades, a preseason match against the Baltimore Stars in which the Renegades won. Also, a little bit of information, Spec Martin's where they filmed The Waterboy. So if this looks familiar, this is Southeast Louisiana State College, or whatever it was called, where Bobby Boucher got his team into the Bourbon Bowl. But let's get right to the action for what happened in Week 9 of the USFL Premier League. The Washington Federals defeated the New Jersey Generals 26.7 to 22.8 in a key Atlantic Conference Eastern Division matchup. The Federals were led by tight end Noah Fant. The rookie comes through with 4.6 points, way ahead of his 1.2 point projection. That was enough to lead the Federals in the victory and have them keep pace for a wild card spot. The Pittsburgh Maulers were no match for the Spirit of Miami, as John Palula's team just couldn't keep up, as the Spirit prevailed 34 to 11.4. The Spirit were led by Russell Hustle and Bustle Wilson, who came through with a week-high 9.3 fantasy points, thanks to that shootout against the Tampa Bay Buccaneer defense. So with the win, the Spirit move on and extend their lead in the Atlantic Conference Eastern Division. The Battle of the Red and Gold went to the Red and Gold with the red face masks, as the Birmingham Stallions defeated the Philadelphia Stars 22.1 to 19.5. The Stallions survived having Dwayne Haskins as their starting quarterback, who posted 2.9 fantasy points, well below his projection. But they were saved by wide receiver Marvin Jones Jr., who posted 5.6 points, and flex receiver Jamison Crowder, who came through with 4.3. The Stallions are keeping pace with the Bandits in the Southeastern Division at 6-3. The Chicago Blitz edged out the Michigan Panthers 24.3 to 22.3. Thanks to surprising performances from quarterback Baker Mayfield, who finished with 5.4 fantasy points ahead of his 4.5 projection, as well as a big day from tight end Zach Ertz, whose 5 points were well ahead of his projected 2.2 total. The Blitz pulled off the win, but the Panthers still hold a nice spot in second place in the Central Division at 16. The Jacksonville Bulls fell short to the Memphis Showboats 19.7 to 14.4. The Bulls were hurt by the fact that quarterback Jacoby Brissett was injured in the game and only finished with 1 point. Meanwhile, the Showboats were bleeding powder blue, with Phillip Rivers, Austin Eckler, and defensive player Desmond King all posting good fantasy points in order to lead the Showboats to the win over their division brethren, the Bulls. So let's give a shout out for the pick, that upset pick, with the Express rolling over the Breakers in Week 9. Yes, we got the upset. Our next game was touted by the Sharps in Vegas as the upset of the week, and it delivered. The LA Express beat the Portland Breakers 26.3 to 16.1 on the strength of Lamar Jackson and his 7.1 fantasy points. The Express now move so much closer to the Pacific Conference Western Division lead, if closer means 3 games. The Outlaws edged out the Gunslingers 25 to 24.3 and continuing to ride the hot hand of quarterback Jameis Winston, who continues cutting through defenses with his arm. The Oakland Invaders defeated the Houston Gamblers 28.5 to 22.9 on the strength of Josh Jacobs Jingleheimer Schmidt's legs. Yes, his name is my name too. Jacobs' 5.5 points led the Invaders. Jacobs now has managed to score 4 touchdowns in his last 2 games from inside the 5. Whatever early season magic the rebuilding Orlando Renegades had disappeared as the Tampa Bay Bandits easily dispatched their division brethren 31.2 to 19.8. The Bandits were led by quarterback Matthew Stafford's 6.7 fantasy points, Christian McCaffrey 7.3 points, and from the flex, Kenny Hotel Motel Galladay Inn with 5.2 fantasy points to now have the Bandits easily ahead in the Southeastern Division. The Denver Gold defeated the Arizona Wranglers 24.2 to 20.3 in a Pacific Division matchup. The Gold were led by quarterback Josh Allen, whose 4.6 fantasy points paced the team. The dual running back threat of Leonard Fournette and Jamal Williams both finished with 2.9 points to lead the Gold to the win and keeping them on pace for a playoff position, one game over 500 at 5-4. So how'd the Swami do in Week 9? Well, overall we were 6-4, and that's not that bad. Against the spread, though, we were 5-5. We could be better, but we're very happy that we did nail the upset of the week. So we've got that going for us. 6-4 is a good start, and it's keeping good pace with what we did last season. Of course, if last season counts, since it was done in the 16-team minor league. That was the week that was, Week 9 of the USFL 20-team Premier League. And I'm ready to pass on the torch to Jason Wise, owner of the Portland Breakers, for the Week 10 preview. So until then, thanks for watching, and good luck, guys.